full conversion mods I would love to see in Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. So I've covered Warhammer the Old Realms, Star Wars Separators Crisis, and the Mount and Warcraft mod. They're already out, so go check out them. They're really fun to play. But they've inspired me to what future mods do I want to see? I like things that change the character models, change the world map, and more importantly, this is my biggest thing, ones that change the fighting gameplay. So in Old Realms, you can fire cannons and mortars, you can cast fireballs and summon meteors from the sky, you can raise skeletons, there's gunpowder, there's a sniper, things like that. So anything that changes the default Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord game, I really enjoy. So I thought I'd do a top 100 full conversion mods that I'd like to see in the future type thing. So comment what you want to see as well. I'm sure there's a million ideas out there, but first I need to shout out Dynasty Warriors. If you've never played the Dynasty Warriors games, they're like my gameplay. The footage you're watching right now, I've modded Bannerlord so much that it feels more like Dynasty Warriors now. But with Dynasty Warriors, you could have ultimates, you'd have a power bar, you could take an absolute beating, you can double jump, it depends on which game you're playing, but it just makes you absolutely insane, and that's the type of gameplay that I find really fun. And then combine that with firing the arrows, and you could I played it on the PSP, and you could fire a volley of arrows. I'd love to be able to do that easier in Bannerlord. Yeah, and all the other stuff, let's move on. This is a bit niche. Heavenly Sword was a game I played on PS3 when it came out, and that was very you had one sword and it allowed you to blade dance almost, because this sword broke up into 3 different fighting styles. So you could have dual wield, it snaps in half and then you can just dual wield. Then if you want to fight long range, you could hold L1 and it would extend your range. You'd put your swords on a chain almost, and then you'd spin around in a whirlwind just slicing everyone up. And then there was the big sword option where you just merge it all together and have this monstrosity of a sword that I'm sure there'll be definitely clips in this video where I've got a big god slaying anime sword. Combine that with dismemberment and all the other crazy mods, the slow motion, the sprinting at 200 million mile an hour, just really satisfying. Slicing through entire armies, so fun. Next, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Let's go a bit anime, a bit magic-y. I love the magic that would bring, the transmutation circles, and I just love the overall vibe of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. If you could put the characters in there from the TV show, it'd just be insane. So the ghost, I've not watched it in so long, but imagine the haunted armor brother fighting alongside you, and he protects you, but you cast spells, and you can I want a really fluid spell system. The Old Realms Warhammer is the best one I've found so far, but I want it to go to Skyrim levels / Minecraft mods levels of just crazy. The more cool things I can do, the more fluid I can be, the better. Here's another one, Castlevania. That would be insane in this game. If you've not watched the Castlevania show on Netflix, wow, go check that out. It's really good. The magic and the Dracula and the vampires would be insane. He's moving. You could either play as Dracula and then you spawn in OP with his moving castle. Same as how you can spawn in Mount and Warcraft with you can spawn in as the Lich King and just take over the world. So that'd be sick to do a Dracula's castle type thing. But then it'd also be good to start as a human that builds up his army and then defeats Dracula's moving castle, and it'd be so sick. You could have if the castle is getting sieged and you don't capture it in 7 days, it'll teleport away, and it'd be so cool. And the vampires could be OP, but they can only fight at night, and there's so many cool things they could do with Castlevania. So hopefully videos like this and the modding community will catch on and start making even crazier mods, because what we've got now is amazing. I love the incredible stuff people are putting out there, but give it 10 years, this could be a seed for a mod that shows up in 5 years that just blows me away. So fingers crossed anyway. Here we go. Assassin's Creed. So my main, if you've watched me for a while, you'll have probably heard me rant about the landing animation in Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. I'll fall off. I'll be like 3 steps up a ladder. I'll fall off, and my character's like the most dramatic baby in the world. Like he'll do a superhero landing, then he'll be like, huh! Then he'll slowly stand up. But it's like you've just locked me out of the game for like, it feels like a 2-3 second animation where you just like awkwardly kneel down and then stand up. In the meantime, like armies are just bonking you on the head with all the weapons they've got and that. But and with Assassin's Creed, I want to be able to remove that stupid falling landing animation. Imagine being able to, like, I don't know, throw a rope over a castle wall and then climb up the rope. Or there's like, the more you unlock your parkour skills, you can like climb up different routes. Like there's so many ways they could go about it. Doing like assassination missions, running over like the castle ramparts, or jumping on the rooftops in the towns. Like, can you imagine how fun that would be? Yeah, really, that would be so cool. I have seen someone try and do something like that. It was like a parkour assassin thing, and he actually managed to get rid of this like landing animation thing I keep complaining about. I messaged him, I messaged everyone on the Reddit, nobody replied. So one day I'll figure out how to get rid of this stupid animation, but whatever. Robin Hood would be cool. I'm thinking like forest, like fighting for the people. Like you got an oppressive, you spawn in on a map and like the main military is like oppressing the people, and you're Robin Hood. You rise up, you steal from the oppressor, you raise an army, you take over, you win your freedom. Like that'd be really good. And I like the stealthy forest warfare, like, and just being a legendary outlaw bandit in a medieval setting. Like, who doesn't want that? Next is a bit of a combo. We've got the Lord of the Rings. I mean, I'm sure there's something like Arda that's in development. I'm not really aware of any Lord of the Rings mods that are actually out yet, but building on that, Rings of Power and The Hobbit, it'd be really, like, you can pick any scene or like any story from Tolkien's universe and you just get an insane mod out of it. Imagine like OP Rings of Power. Like I played what was it? It was the Dark Invasion back in the day. It was Mount and Blade Warband, and it was called the Dark Invasion. You had like a year to prepare, build your empire, and then build a big enough army to defeat the invasion that like invades Calradia. So like this new red faction, the Dark Invasion, whatever, like literally just spawns on the top right of the map, and then it's so OP and it's so ridiculous that it takes over everyone, and it's up to you to like stop it and have a final stand. And it's such a satisfying ending to a Bannerlord campaign. Like my biggest thing with Mount and Blade games was the start was always really fun, then the mid game was like, yes, it's going, and then there was never really like a finale. It was always like, well, now you just kind of like maintain your towns and go take that castle over there, and then now that one's getting sieged, blah blah blah. Whereas when you've got like an invasion to prepare for, it's like it adds like a grand finale for me. It's the perfect like tie off to a campaign. Like establish yourself, build a kingdom, and then defend your kingdom by a fierce invading force that's trying to take everything you've got. Love that vibe. I'd love to see some. I mean, I've not even gone down the mods in ages, so someone might have already like revived the Dark Invasion one, but hey ho. The Last Kingdom would be good. It's like an England Vikings based one. If you've seen it on Netflix, it's really good. It's like Uhtred, son of Uhtred. The characters in that are really good. I just like the idea of being from the UK. It'd be nice to do like a Viking UK invasion-y one. It'd be nice to see like my hometown on the world map and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Here we go. House of Dragon, I thought would be insane. Like we've already got a Realm of Thrones mod, and most importantly, like the coolest thing out of that is by far the flyable, flame-breathing dragon that you can ride. Like it can fly, it can run over troops and crush them, it can breathe fire. Like that's the type of stuff that like just takes Bannerlord to the next level. Like adding cannons, adding dragons, adding magic. That's my goal for a mod. Like if you're making mods, game-changing, insane fantasy things like that, like that's my bread and butter. So what else can we talk about? Star Wars. I've covered the Separatist Crisis mod, but that was like 2 years ago. Some dude messaged me on TikTok when I was popping on there like, God, 2020, 21, something like that. Said, oh, check this out. And I ended up enjoying it. Like, it was very unfinished, but firing blasters and having a lightsaber and playing Boba Fett and flying around at 100 mile an hour, it felt like I was using a jetpack because I've got that ridiculous crouch to sprint modified thing, which lets me like sprint like to the moon and back. So it made me look like I was having a jetpack. And then I hacked in infinite ammo as well. Then I got rid of the reload. So I was just like a god with a blaster in medieval times. And then when I tried playing against the stormtroopers, there was like some custom maps at the time, but a lot of them crashed. So I'd like to go back and revisit them. But while we're on the Star Wars, like, think about all the different Star Warses that have come out on Disney lately. All the different, like, you've got different planets, you've got different factions, like, Mandalorians would be insane. I mean, the Separatist Crisis mod does add a lot of this, but imagine Darth Maul flying around with, like, a two-handed, like, lightsaber, and it actually works, like not a two-handed lightsaber, but you know what I mean, the whatever style of fighting Darth Maul is. Yeah, Star Wars would be awesome. Then you could have like the whole intergalactic politics side of it. You could really like, if you're into diplomacy, you could really like proper dive down that. Force powers would be insane. Like my favorite thing in games is like walking up to an enemy on a ledge and then like pushing them off that ledge or dragging them off it or fuzz rodaring them off. Do you know what I mean? Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, that would be awesome to add into the game. Like a fuzz rodar shout. And then watching all the bodies just ragdoll. I love when you throw a javelin at a troop and they just like absolutely ragdoll. Imagine like an AoE effect of that, but like a fuzz rodar or a force blast, like Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Oblivion, what is it, Morrowind, and Star Wars. Like give us some force powers, yeah, that'd be sick. And then Elder Scrolls has like, you can have like a slow motion shout, loads of cool things like that. Like they'd be really fun to play with. The Witcher, I mean, what more can I say? It fits everything, like monster hunting, magic, cool characters, complex narrative, like dark, like as well, it'd be dark, it'd be like the old realms, like visceral, grim. I'd love to have like play with potions and alchemy, and mid-battle if you're like getting beat up, you could like shot a potion and then you go mental, you power up and you like go berserk for a bit, but then you're drained, and like I don't know, it could just be really fun. All the different monsters that exist in there, magic as well, like you can do some insane things with the witches. Like go watch the Netflix series, like if you can like bite your tongue, like there's a lot of good scenes in The Witcher. Like I enjoyed The Witcher Netflix series. The games are great. The books are good. And there's a lot of complaints about the series, like the butchering characters and that. But if you can just turn your brain off and enjoy the fantasy, like I'd rather have more content than no content. You know what I mean? Fallout series would be cool. Like a post-apocalyptic scavenger, like beat up factions that all backstab each other, and it's like dog eat dog world. That'd be really cool. Like focus on just surviving. Do you know, it's hard enough just to survive out here, never mind build an empire. People are just trying to survive, so you can build like a band of merry men and get loads of companions and just have a cool little survival series. Now we're getting a bit goofy. I just typed into ChatGPT, give me ideas, bro. We got Harry Potter. I mean, magic, wizard duels, that kind of. I'd rather have other magic than Harry Potter, but I'd definitely play a Harry Potter mod if it came out, you know what I mean? Pirates of the Caribbean, that'd be really good. There are some mods that have come out where you can do like traversing over the sea. I'm pretty sure I've seen some like ship combat as well. So same with like Assassin's Creed, you can go like the pirate Assassin's Creed. That would like, I'd love to be able to like jump along the ships like Assassin's Creed. I wouldn't want the default movement. Do you know what I mean? If I'm playing like pirate ship battles, I want to be able to like swing across a rope, run along like something dead fin, like the sails and stuff like that. What else we got? Just some goofy stuff at the end. Avatar Last Airbender. Avatar Last Airbender would be really sick. You could like pick. Actually, you could spawn in as the avatar and then you could go and learn them all. And then you could have each faction, like you've got water people, fire people, and like that'd be a really cool dynamic to like see how that plays out on the map. Cyberpunk, if you're going really out there. I'd love to see some future stuff like the Star Wars, push the limit. I'm sure, like, God, it was like 3 years ago. I swear I saw like a Star Wars battle in space. Like someone had coded like actual spaceships and you could like recreate the Star Wars like space fighting scenes. That would be, I mean, I'd try it, I'd play it, why not? I'm sure I saw a Zeppelin at one point as well. Like there was like I think it was 2 Zeppelins in the sky and like you'd like shoot arrows at each other, but I don't think the guy ever like released the map, but that'd be a really fun multiplayer map, just like 2 Zeppelins and you can like swing across to each other and just fight each other, just instead of being pirates on the sea, you're like Zeppelins in the air. That'd be and then more importantly, you can push people off and watch them fall to the earth. That's peak gameplay for me. Indiana Jones, that'd be funny. I want a whip, like why not? It'd be cool if you could do some cool things with that. Like imagine someone driving past you on a horse, you whip them and it like hooks them off and knocks them off the horse. It'd be really cool. Oh, United just scored a goal, love it. Anyway, Jurassic Park, like why not, mate? So imagine like you're just fighting and all. I mean, I don't know how this would work with like factions and that, but dinosaurs, I'd love dinosaurs on Cal Radio map, you know what I mean? Like anything that incorporates more combat, different combat, like why not add more beasts? Like I want to see some I don't know, flaming pigs and all the crazy things that have happened over this. I want a rhino on the battlefield, so put dinosaurs on the battlefield. I'm sold, mate. It'd be cool to see like an army of like 200 trying to take down a T-Rex and stuff. But yeah, that's getting a bit goofy. Halo, some futuristic weapons, alien races, space themed scenarios, like cool Spartan armor. Why not? What else we got? I'm gonna cut it now because we're getting too long. But here's some other things ChatGPT came up with. So if you're a modder or you want to mod in the future, here are some ideas for you. God of War, that'd be awesome. Norse mythology, gods, mythical creatures, brutal combat. Final Fantasy, who doesn't love that? Magic, good storytelling. Dark Souls, that's got to be like insanely difficult. Warhammer Old Realms kind of feels like that, to be honest, but just make it harder. Legend of Zelda would be fun. I don't know how you do like puzzle solving and stuff like that, but iconic characters, who doesn't love that? I'm not even gonna, there's a samurai one, Ghost of Tsushima. That'd be cool. I'm sure there is a Japanese one actually. I've seen that the other day. There's already a Japanese total conversion mod out, and some of the forts and some of the towns look absolutely insane. So go check them out. Red Dead Redemption would be fun. Horseback shootouts, why not? If they can put trains in there, I don't know how they'd do it, but put trains in there. Mad Max, why not? Assassin's, no, I've already said that. Minecraft, like we're just getting ChatGPT is just getting really goofy. Dune would be good, or June, I don't know how you pronounce it. I watched that recently on, I think it was Prime. It was cool, I guess. I don't know. The sandworms would be cool. Like if you can put the sandworms into the battlefield, I think that'd be crazy. Like it'd be a fun, goofy battle. I'd like it. Borderlands, Mass Effect, Uncharted, Warhammer 40k, Avatar, but James Cameron's version, The Matrix. Yeah, we're just getting really goofy now. Transformers, why not? Pokemon, X-Men, Doctor Who, Naruto, that could be good. Futurama, Back to the Future, Jumanji, why not? Yes, a zombie mod, Resident Evil. Like, there's already like skeletons and things like that, but a true zombie infestation focused one, like a medieval era thing, and there's a plague and everyone turns into a zombie if they die. Like if you lose troops in battle, not only do you lose like a teammate, the enemy gets a teammate because the zombie will rise and then fight you. I would love that. That'd be so cool. I might actually give that one a crack. We'll see. Mandalorian, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Stargate, Bioshock, Hunger Games. Yeah, we're getting goofy. So love you all. What other videos do you want to see? Leave a comment. Peace.